talk about a few different Love After Lockup updates. First, starting with Arthur. As many of you guys know, Arthur has been back in jail since May 24th. Many of you guys already probably know the story, but him and Hope allegedly got in a fight. Hope ended up shot, and she initially blamed Arthur, and then Arthur's mom came out and claimed that Hope ended up taking her statement back and claiming she actually shot herself. But at this time, Arthur is still behind bars. He's been having somebody run his social media account, so he hasn't been full on quiet. But I actually found out that he's allegedly dating a new girl. So this is his new girlfriend that he's been with for the past month. She was watching the show and she said she's an empathetic person, and Arthur piqued her interest and she decided to reach out to him on social media, and this is when he was back in jail already. And now they have built a relationship, and they're even talking about getting married when she gets out. Like, I've seen messages from Arthur while he was in jail talking about how they're supposed to have like a big Islamic wedding. She believes Arthur is 100% innocent, and she said that she's willing to answer any questions that anybody has. So if you guys have any questions you want me to ask her, let me know in the comments. I could only think of a few that I kind of touched on in here. And now I want to talk about Zeruiah and her man Troy. Okay, so in this last episode, we see Troy's mom Karen go to church with Troy and Zeruiah, and she decided to pop a few gummies, and she was high as hell. The mom had a bad case of the giggles, and she could barely hold herself together. And after this last episode dropped, Zeruiah went on her and Troy's joint Facebook account, and she posted that her and Troy have a new business venture. She said, Troy and Zeruiah present our newest business venture. If you're looking to have a great day filled with laughter like last night's episode with our beautiful mother Karen, try Black Karen Edibles, launching September 2024. And it's almost September, so they should be dropping very soon, and I'll give them credit. I think this is actually a really good idea. It's unique. It's something I haven't heard of before. I wonder like how exactly it works, like if they are gonna do like THC, or they're gonna be doing CBD gummies, and if they do THC gummies, like, are they going to be restricted on what states they can sell in? Or are they only going to be able to sell through dispensaries? I have no idea how all that works. And is Karen going to get a cut because her name's in it? I'm sure they're going to be CBD or Delta 9 gummies. That way they can ship them to 49 different states. Their slogan needs to be, "We'll make you so high that you forget to wear your panties." But hell, they don't even need no commercial. All they gotta do is replay that clip of Karen in church. I didn't even know you could make gummies like this at home, but I guess all it takes is like the ingredients for gummies and THC oil and some carrier oil, and you can make it happen. And some people found pictures of Troy with his baby mama back in the day when she came to visit him in prison. And now I want to talk about a live that Zeruiah did the other day. We're just going to react to a few of her clips and just listen to them. I'm going to pause and give some commentary in between. But pretty much she has her son sit down in this live, and she turns the camera to him, and she's asking him all these questions like, are you okay with Troy being your stepdad? Or, well, I guess adopting you. Did I push Troy on you?
Like, before all of this started, what did we talk about your birth certificate?
That Troy's on my birth certificate.
No, we asked you what?
You asked me if I wanted to change my name.
And if we could put what?
Jones.
No, not the Troy as your what?
Father.
Okay, and what did you say?
Yes.
And how is your relationship with your father?
Okay, I'm sorry, but this definitely seems leading, like she's leading his answers, and it does kind of seem rehearsed. I'm just saying. I don't know, that's just pure speculation, but it seems like she's trying to get him to fill in the blanks like they went over this before.
Logical father.
It's pretty good.
How often do you talk to him?
Not before Troy came home, rarely. But after Troy came home, like almost every day.
Yeah. And does your dad and Troy talk?
Yes.
Is there any problems?
No.
Was I talking to your biological dad and Troy at the same time?
No.
Exactly. So everyone who is talking about, and my son's 11, he knows a lot, and I'm definitely gonna keep this live. But and how do you feel about being on the show?
I love it. It's really exciting, and yeah.
You love it, and it's really exciting. And how do you feel about your parents' relationship and your dad?
I love my dad.
That's really all he had to say. She asked him a few other questions. You know, I really don't think that was necessary to have to bring him on, but I mean, if she feels like she needed to do that to clear it up, then go ahead. But I just feel like the thing a lot of people are concerned about is the fact that Troy has a daughter and he's been in prison for most of her life, and then she lets this man adopt her child while he's still in prison. You know, that's kind of questionable behavior, especially when you've seen his track record in the past. I mean, it does look like Troy's doing a lot better now, but to take a gamble like that and let a prisoner adopt your son when he hasn't spent any time with your son out of prison, yeah, that's weird to me. That definitely is. I feel like she should have let Troy get out and prove himself first before rushing to do that. I mean, I guess it kind of gives her some kind of like safety net almost, because since Troy's out here willing to now be the father of this child, say things don't work out with her and Troy, then Troy's going to be responsible for this child, and it's better to have a guy who's out here in the free world than a man who's in prison. So I feel like Troy has to be pretty confident in his marriage to Zeruiah, that he thinks it's going to actually last, for him to be willing to take on that type of responsibility too. I actually think Troy and Zeruiah are cute together and they make sense together, and I hope things work out and he's able to stay out of trouble for the sake of their family and for that little boy. That little boy really seems to love Troy, and you can tell that he's very excited to finally physically have a father in his life. But that is it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about everything in the comments below. Check out my lashes at AccordingtoAmber.com. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.